Kenobi. Kenobi!
Let him go, Kathleen. Let him go.
He turned them against me!
You have done that yourself.
You will not take Star Wars from me!
Your shitty writing and lust for wealth has already done that. You have allowed these ideas to twist your story until now. Until now, you have become the very thing that fans despise.
Do not lecture me, Kucing. I see through the lies of the expanded universe. I do not fear Disney's wokeness as you do. I have brought diversity, excitement, education, empowerment, and original content to my new Disney empire.
Your new empire?
Don't make me take down your video.
Kathleen, your allegiance should be to the audience. They're Star Wars fans!
It is. But we have no source material.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will review as I must.
You will try.
Hey guys, it's your boy Kucing, back at it again with another video, baby. And unlike my commentary, this is about something else. Let's say this is a review on a franchise that I really enjoy. Do you like Star Wars? Because I fucking do. I recall watching it with me fucking dad and shit, and enjoying Attack of the Goddamn Clones and Revenge of the Sith and shit, and the original trilogy. Now, for those unaware, a certain show has already made its debut called Kenobi. So Kenobi, as the title suggests, follows the Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hello there.
As we know him now, Ben Kenobi.
Hello there.
As my Clone Wars homies know him by, the fucking Negotiator.
Hello there!
Oh, goddamn Space Jesus if you're one of those people. I mean, you're not wrong. I fucking love Obi-Wan Kenobi. I fucking love Anakin Skywalker. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking of which, now for the uncultured, Obi-Wan, alright, was the former master of Anakin and his pseudo brother slash father figure, right? Let's just say they had a bad falling out. This series takes place 10 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith and Order 66, you know, when all the Jedi kind of got control out deleted from reality, baby. Oh. And as the description says, straight from fucking IMDb, the Jedi Master contends with the consequences of his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his one-time friend and apprentice, Anakin Skywalker, who turned to the dark side as an evil Sith Lord, Darth Vader. Now, for those who were trying to keep, up to date with the, all basic, like, up to date, watching the trailers and shit for Obi-Wan Kenobi, you would know that there was an emphasis on Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker's struggle. In fact, most fans will probably assume that the show probably only focus on these two characters. Because honestly, it kind of feels like the whole premise of the show. You're bringing back old fucking actors to reprise their original roles with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, on paper, it sounds like a good concept for a movie, right? But what does Disney do? Hell, baby! They drag it into a 6-episode series of unnecessary characters and Phantom Menace levels of CGI, just like the CW does for The Flash. Oh yeah, I'm going there today. Okay, so let me explain. So it's no surprise that many fans of Star Wars, myself included, thought this series would mainly focus on Obi-Wan and his unresolved conflict with Anakin's new identity of Darth Vader however the fuck you do it, while enacting his duty that he was sworn to at the end of Revenge of the Sith, to watch over Luke from afar. They even brought back Hayden Christensen and Ewan Goddamn McGregor to reprise their roles. So obviously, they're still faithful You'll stay faithful, right? And give us a compelling, depressing action drama, or maybe even fucking melodrama as Raiden now ruthlessly hunts down his former master, his brother, his greatest failure, to atone for what he has become, you know what I'm saying? To accept what he has become, to embrace the dark side of the Force, while Obi-Wan comes to terms with what his what his apprentice has turned into. A dark Lord of the Sith.
Wrong!
You're fucking wrong. Instead, we get an over-glorified rescue escort mission while our hero is chased down by a completely unnecessary character. As in, like, those are just metal plates that they call door handles on push-open doors. That level of unnecessary, okay? We had such high expectations for Kenobi, Kathleen. So high.
I should have known the Star Wars fans were toxic.
Kathleen, being woke doesn't justify shitty writing!
From my point of view, the fans are shitty!
Then you are lost!
Goodbye, bastard.
So, let's talk about the plot, the story, okay? Now, obviously, spoilers for who haven't watched Kenobi yet. So there's your warning, okay? But, my personal opinion, don't watch it, please. It's a waste of time. If you want to watch anything, just watch episode 5 and 6, okay? Now, we all know that Obi-Wan, at the end of the Revenge of the Sith, took a vow to watch over Luke as a hidden guardian while Luke was raised by the Lars family, alright? Uncle Owen and fucking Brie Larson or Aunt Beru, there you go, my bad. So, with that context, right, how shall we write episode 1? Now, a normal man would say that yes, he'll be silently taking out Tusken Raiders or Sand People as they try to harass Luke and shit without being seen by Luke, right? Or trying to continue communications with Qui-Gon Jinn as as Yoda instructed at the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Your solitude on Tatooine. Training I have for you.
Training?
An old friend has learned the path to immortality.
Oh fuck, no they didn't. They start off episode 1 by having him say LMAO and fuck that shit and go after the other Skywalker kid that Bail Organa failed to protect. If you didn't know, Bail Organa had to take over Leia. So, my main issue is, Bail Organa is basically like a sovereign ruler, basically a goddamn king, right? He asked Obi-Wan to come and save Leia. So, as a guy with basically his own personal army, he sends Obi-Wan. Alright, now I have a question for Bail. Why can't he get anyone else, you know? Or, even better, why didn't Bail get anyone else to follow Leia before she got captured while doing a CW level of fucking chase scene in the goddamn forest? So, you know, she kind of didn't get kidnapped because she's kind of the princess of Alderaan. Yeah, you know, it's just a little curiosity there, you know what I'm saying, Bail? It's almost like you're incompetent, mate. Okay, whatever. But, you know, if you came to me saying that I would be in the series, I was gonna, like, bet money that would be a fucking, excuse to have a young Boba Fett get hired and have a cameo to save Princess Leia. Which would be funny as shit. But, you know, I highly doubt they would have done it, which, of course, they didn't. So, another issue I have in this plot, right, is like Leia as the character, because the thing is, she's kind of a stagnant character. She doesn't change at all throughout the series. Like, there's no character development, but at the end they expect us to say, oh yeah, she developed into something else. Now, I guess she's supposed to be reflecting on the Princess Leia we see in A New Hope. You know, rebellious, very independent, doesn't take shit from anyone. Badass. Fuck yeah. But, you see, there's always a journey to get there. You know what I'm saying? And honestly speaking, I think that entire arc could have been summarized in 3 episodes and we can go back to, you know, Obi-Wan and shit. Because, here's the thing. For her character development, she doesn't start as a normal, timid child, suddenly trusts into a world of empires and rebels and wars, only to come out stronger at the end, and having the urge to fight for the rebellion. Instead, she's already rebellious, dumb and smart at the same time, depending on how the plot wants it to be. Like, so 1 minute she's Albert Einstein, the next minute she's fucking a fucking nonce at the back of the class. And here's the thing, I thought she was gonna be a side character, because when you hear Obi-Wan, the first thing you associated with Obi-Wan is Luke Skywalker. No, she's a main character. And Luke, unironically, is a side character, and he's the one who's supposed to be being watched over by Obi-Wan. Right. Anyway, back to the plot. So, it turns out, capturing Princess Leia was a ploy by a mysterious and thrilling and amazing new character to lure Obi-Wan out by an unanticipated character, this enigma, Reva. Who's Reva? We'll get to that later. She has her own segment. Anyway, long story short, we follow Obi-Wan on his wacky adventure, rescuing Princess Leia twice, by the way, before finally getting 2 separate confrontations with Vader, with the final one being pretty fucking good in my opinion. The fight scene was okay, fine, it's pretty fucking dark, but the words that they speak, you know, when they converse during the fight, it's pretty fucking good. You can feel the pain, the anguish between the two. So, after all that, Reva gets stabbed, tries to stab people and shit, and then Reva magically connects the dots from fucking broken transporter, video FaceTime message that, oh shit, Luke is Anakin's son, I gotta kill him for revenge, to avenge my dead Jedi friends. How she got that is beyond me, considering there's more than one person named Owen. I'm pretty sure, but you know what, that's fine. But then she sees herself in him, and then she spares his life, and then she's redeemed. She was a good person all along, and she totally knew what she was doing. Yeah, they expect us to buy that, but you know what? Let's keep that later, alright? That's a mystery tool that'll help us later, alright? But now let's talk about the main character, right? Let's go to the characters right now. Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi. Now, you would think that the guy who has his name on the show would be the driving force in his own show, but no, he's not. He's only there to react to another character's actions, Reva. In fact, this entire show is basically Obi-Wan in the background, because Reva's the real driving force in the show. The beginning of the show is her origin, and the end of the show is her redemption, while Obi-Wan is just here like, peace, bro. And he's supposed to like just say, oh, you did good shit in that. They just have an established character just so people will watch it, because I'm pretty sure they know no one would have watched a solo show about Reva, and oh right, I forgot they greenlight that because they felt bad for her actors, which, you know, is understandable, but how about you just pay her instead of making another show which people are probably gonna, you know, the bad people will rail on her for things as that are, you know, kind of bad. Like, yeah, you can criticize her acting because, well, she's flattened like a goddamn flatboard with all of her fucking expressions, but, you know, insulting someone's race is kind of a dick move, bro, not gonna fucking lie. And using those as representatives of the Star Wars fans is kind of a dick move too. Oh, back to Obi-Wan, by the way, because I forgot he's supposed to be the title of this segment. So, what does Obi-Wan retain? Alright, not much of his force or his lightsaber capabilities, okay, but does he still have his personality and wits? No! He lost his personality and wits to the point where he's basically at the mercy of a 10-year-old girl who looks like she's 6, and still hasn't contacted Qui-Gon after 10 years. Oh, Qui-Gon and Qui-Gon. Let's just take a little tangent over here. Never mind the fact that Qui-Gon can't technically materialize as a full-on Force ghost unless it's a place strong in the Force, but the fact that it isn't even him that's guiding Obi-Wan and reconnecting with the Force, you know, like the old master-student trope. He didn't even manifest as a voice saying, Obi-Wan, you can do this or that. I was expecting that, but no, he's just a glorified cameo at the end. Like, my god. Okay, but credit where credit is due. Ewan McGregor's acting, as usual, is phenomenal. But it's such a pity that he's limited by such mediocre writers to the point where he was basically a side character to someone else's story. And he's the guy who's the title of the fucking show. Which is an absolute pain because there are some genuinely good parts for his character in the story. The two confrontations with Vader, for example, the pain, the grief, the regret, and finally the acceptance, especially at the last one, is so fucking good. Like, yeah, you could say it copied a bit from a certain other confrontation from another character, but credit where credit is due. You kind of can't rewrite that because they both have like that deep connection with Darth Vader before he became Darth Vader. However, it's kind of weird that he has the ability to strike him down, but he doesn't, which I guess people can justify with him not having the will to do it. I can't do it. I know I must do, but I can't. Yeah, I see you, Kylo. Which brings me to Anakin, the chosen one. Darth Vader, who's supposed to be the main antagonist of the series, where his dynamic with Obi-Wan coping with his decisions of joining the dark side, while wallowing in the depression and sorrow, knowing that he can never be reunited with his goddamn wife again, while hunting down his former master because, well, be honest with yourself, the only thing left for Darth Vader right now is anger. Should be the focus of his story. You see, it's what I would say, but instead, he's not Obi-Wan's antagonist, he's Reva's antagonist. He's not the main hunter for Obi-Wan, despite having the biggest motivation to do so. Instead, that's Reva's. He doesn't kill Reva twice, despite showing time and time again that he has no qualms in killing subordinates for failing him, let alone trying to murder his arse.
You have failed me, Inquisitor.
Avengers!
You have failed me for the last time, Admiral. Captain Piet,
Yes, my lord.
make ready to land our troops beyond their energy field, then deploy the fleet so that nothing gets off the system. You are in command now, Admiral Piet. You were born what the feat would bring.
I put a tracker on the ship.
The only exception being Tarkin, because, do you know why? The Emperor said not to kill Tarkin. Emperor didn't say shit about Reva, by the way. He gives up trying to catch basically his nemesis alone. Oh, sorry. He gives up trying to catch his nemesis because of fire, because the plot demands it. When in reality, knowing Darth Vader, he would have ran through the flames and grabbed Kenobi's arms for another whooping. Or he would have dragged Kenobi closer to him with the Force. Instead of exploring the beautiful, depressing reality of Vader and him coming to terms with the shit that he's done to join the dark side of the Force, and how he deals with knowing that, yeah, that life is over, and struggling with the little light of Anakin left in him. Nah, we didn't get that shit. We got only a bit of it and that's it. We got a teaser, bro. We were teased. However, Hayden did a good job at acting Anakin, especially in the flashback. Although he should have been de-aged in my opinion. Like, I get that he didn't want to, but he looks so much older than teen Anakin, bro. Know what I'm saying? But now, we've come to my biggest problem in the series. And Disney in general, okay? It's over, Kathleen! I have the moral high ground!
You underestimate my wokeness.
Don't try it. You were the chosen one! It was said you would preserve George Lucas's views for Star Wars, not destroy it. Bring joy to the fans, not leave them in darkness.
They're racist!
Kenobi was my favorite Jedi, Kathleen. I loved him. Thank you. So now that we've gone by the Phantom Menace levels of CGI, the lightsabers are really just Beat Sabers at this point. I mean, look at this shit. That shit's dumb. And mysterious gun holders manifesting themselves back into reality after being blown the fuck up, much like some goddamn SCP. Now, last, and by Disney's new wokeness, definitely not least, is a strong female character that has a pretty shite origin, and is part of a story that really should have not been written in the first place, or is just inserted in there for no particular reason. Now, if you list any of these characters, you're wrong. It's Reva. Yeah, seems pretty fucking familiar, yeah? That a character that has basically no flaws, yeah? A character that can do no wrong, yeah? A character that can't be evil by Disney's new standard. Which would have been cooler if she was evil, I'm not gonna fucking lie. Like, I still think her character is unnecessary, but if she was evil, like straight up, oh, Obi-Wan, I'm gonna kill Luke and shit, yeah, I would have accepted that character, to be honest. Yeah, unnecessary, but it can show that Obi-Wan is no more, is like so strong in the Force now that he can, you know, not give a shit, murder Inquisitors, and that's it. Anyway, it's the real main character of the show, Reva, with the most contradicting and dumbest motivations I've ever seen in television, film, or goddamn books. Fuck it, history too. Yo bro, the guy who strapped his fucking arse to a goddamn chair with fucking fireworks made more sense as goddamn Reva, right? Because honestly speaking, I think the Disney producers only attached the Kenobi name because they wanted to tell the story that they wanted to, but having no confidence in their own story, knowing that it'll probably flop because nobody in Star Wars would care for this character. They probably watch the first episode and stop because they know what Disney was trying to do. They attached it to the Kenobi name, causing the show to suffer because it's really just Reva's show and not Kenobi's. Now, again, I have to emphasize this, I don't blame the actress despite her questionable acting skills. I still mainly blame the writing because I'm sure she tried her best. Although, as a bit of an actor myself, I don't approve. So anyway, you see, people want to say she's an interesting sub-antagonist turned into an anti-hero, but honestly, it's so dumb both in concept and canon because, alright, I'm just gonna say this right now, no one else knows who Vader is aside from the Emperor, Obi-Wan, I'm pretty sure Grand Moff Tarkin, and Yoda at the moment. Yes, she may be a survivor of Order 66, which is already very hard to believe considering her classmate or friend or whatever is already put inside a fucking coffin, which brings to question why she was put in a fucking coffin too. Since you see an episode of one of the younglings, right? You know that, right? That's the youngling I'm talking about. That's her fucking classmate, okay? So think about this. How could a child with a lightsaber stab wound on Coruscant, by the way, surrounded by the 501st, the most elite clone trooper battalion at the time, not what is it, group, that's, I'm pretty sure Delta Force still, I could be wrong, not be suspicious and caught immediately. Literally everything in the story bends to her will, even if it makes no sense. Like, she's a fucking class 4 reality bender at this point, right? So you're telling me, okay, she survived Order 66, somehow joined the Inquisitorius, without them getting suspicious on her previous injuries, found out there's a connection between Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi and Bail Organa in the Jedi Archives, which all the Inquisitors and even Darth fucking Vader himself, you know, has access to. You know, the guy who's been killing the fucking Jedi and has a literal list of Jedi that the Emperor once killed. You know? The guy who's a giant hate boner for Obi-Wan goddamn Kenobi.
Obi-Wan!
Wouldn't realize despite working with him in the Clone Wars. You know, you would think that one day Anakin was just walking and like, hey, Obi-Wan, who you talking to? Oh, my buddy, Bail Organa. Like, hello? And don't get me started on how she randomly teleports in front of Leia in a one-way fucking tunnel. And somehow piecing together that Luke was Anakin's son. Literally, all she heard is, Obi-Wan, boy, Owen. First off, there are many Owens. Secondly, what do you mean by the boy? And thirdly, okay, there's a connection there, but what does that have to do with Anakin? Wouldn't it make more sense that it's a connection with, you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi, since Obi-Wan is mentioned by name? Oh, her motivation is just fucking dumb. Her plan is dumb as shit. So, listen here, alright? Listen here, kids. To avenge her dead youngling friends and fallen Jedi, she joins the Inquisitorius, and what do the Inquisitors do? So that she can murder more Jedi to avenge their Jedi by getting closer to Vader by killing Jedi, okay? Oh, don't forget she tortures and murders and cripples innocents on the way, just so she can try to kill Vader. But after she gets salty and fails, she decides to kill a child because, you know, fuck it, I guess. And she only stops because she sees herself in Luke, and everyone in the audience was just supposed to forgive her and accept this sad excuse of redemption without any repercussions. Yeah, I'm sure that poor farmer lady that lacks a hand now would forgive her. I'm sure everyone in fucking Mos Eisley would forgive her, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm pretty sure Kathleen just wants to say, oh, she's basically the reason we have a new hope. No. Completely unnecessary. Her character, not needed. Literally, you could have put the fucking fifth brother in her place or whatever. Like, literally, you don't need her character. Fuck it, you don't need to put any of the Inquisitors here. You can say they found him, got their ass whooped at Kenobi, and then that's when Darth Vader comes in. And before you say anything, it's not because of her race or her acting skills. I literally mean her characters are unnecessary. I don't care if it was a Night Sister, fucking Star Killer, if they ever canonize him. And even if it's unironically Darth Jar Jar, which, even if it's a fucking Gundan, I'm not gonna lie, bro, that should be great fan service. I would laugh my ass off every time he's on screen. I would still find it unnecessary to include a character like that in a story that should only focus on Obi-Wan and Anakin's struggle. But now, that's all I have to say. I had high expectations coming into this story, but I am not surprised Kenobi ended up like this, especially with how other content creators predicted Reyna's entire character over a month before release. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'ma fuck off now, because I think this is my end with Star Wars. Goodbye.
Darth Wokeness. Can you hear me?
Yes, Master. Where is Kenobi? Is he safe? Is he alright?
It seems in your woking you killed his show.
I couldn't have. His show was alive. I felt it.